Press and how do you ground yourself?
I learned very early on in my career how to compartmentalize. And I think part of that was having a kid very young and while at the same time shooting a #1 TV show. And having to compartmentalize between being a mom in the trailer and then being a character with pages and pages of lines, in the stage right next door, and going back and forth in between, and having to switch off and just entirely focus. And so there is something, I have a switch, and so on the one hand I feel like it was it's a gift, but it was out of necessity in a sense. But I don't generally take characters home with me. They don't generally stay with me necessarily beyond when I leave set. And I think maybe one of the only ones that ever has was Blanche. And so what I learned to do with Blanche was, sometimes in the middle of performances, literally focus on the fact that it was me there in that moment, that these are my feet. These are my feet in these shoes. This is, and sometimes that really is, I find all that it takes is just remembering, as an actor, the difference, the separation between those two things, the character that I'm playing and but recently too, I've been doing box breathing, which is really easy to do in any situation, and I find it easier than some of the other breathing techniques, but breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, holding for 4, and there's something that's very, meditative, obviously, but also it's something so simple about it, and it's easy to hang on to, even if your mind gets distracted or whatever, to keep coming back to it. So just stuff like that.